エメラルドブルー宝石みたいに光ってる流れ星を見上げていたあの夜も
Don't know if this is what it was though, but I have
Hello.
number 5 Hanzo
Oh yeah, that's
text
right.
in the journal in Arashi. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. You had a lead on where the number 5 headband was. That's what it was.
Right.
Uh,
Got you.
welcome. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Today we got Adder and Faye, Chad
Just
and
the
Mama
two of us.
Woes. And
Hello.
we're gonna do a little side quest action tonight. See how that goes. Pretty excited for it. But
Yeah.
should be fun. Essentially, after last episode, the current threat at the wall, the military force, the opposition, if you will, was taken care of by a little bit of divine intervention. Some really nice rolls, if I say so myself.
Hmm.
Not only was there divine intervention, there was a crit involved, which, you know, can only think of a god critting. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
made for a super fair fight. But I guess it was still kind of fair because
Saved our ass.
yeah, Adder and Isserfil were almost what do you call it? Minced meat.
Yeah. Wasn't looking good.
Epic meteor shower from Valhalla rained down on the enemy. And the group was able to recover. There's even a sweet after battle block party. Adder met a new female.
Wow.
Isserfil
Mhm.
is the arm wrestling champion of Rivertown. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah. That's kind of the biggest events there. And
Strongest man in Rivertown.
yeah. Session ended with everybody taking their leave. Adder head to his room with his new gal. Mr. Phil partied and until the party was over really. went all the way through.
wee hours,
Yeah.
even though
Faye
we got a battle.
headed up to her room to relax and study her book, and it's kind of where we're going to start off here. Faye, as you're studying some, arcane lines and steps to spells, spell components, it's kind of, your mind's kind of adrift. It was a crazy last few days. You lose focus, and hey there, Malkater. You keep remembering, just a moment that stands out for whatever reason. The other day, shortly after you guys got to Rivertown, and you guys had a little market trip. And there's a few days between when you guys were like waiting for Adder's armor to get finished. You had like just bought your egg. Mr. Phil's weapons were getting cleaned and sharpened.
I mean, I bought my box for my egg.
Yeah, you bought your box for the egg. That's correct. My bad. And
Oh, you're good.
like you start to drift, and you like catch yourself back up, and you start studying again. And you drift and start studying again as you wake back up, and then you start to drift, and this memory just takes hold as you drift to sleep. And you are next to Adder in what would be, it's like the library of this river town. It's not a massive library. This is one of the bigger towns in the in this country, though. It's not necessarily that either of you two really know that, but I guess it's probably the biggest like library you've actually seen, coming from like a village, an offshoot village. Like your mom's book seems to have more information than any other place you've ever been. So this is like probably the largest collection of books you've seen. I guess you've been to the capital a few times, Adder, on various like tag along security missions, escorting people around with your clan. But even still, like, your clan has like a keepsake of like scroll rooms and keepsake books kind of a situation, but not just like a collection of just history and this and that of all kinds like this. So it's
Yeah.
it's probably almost as big as the tavern. So it's a pretty large building. It's like probably like 40 by 60, 40 by 50 ish. It has a couple levels and a pretty, like, almost like a standard the clerk's desk. There's just like row and rows of books. And they're all kind of categorized by history or fiction. There's like scroll sections, so there are actual bound books here, and then there's also like almost like cabinets of scrolls as well along the wall. And we'll start off here. Like, the first thing on your mind, Adder, is you're recalling, like, you pull out that little note, and you're like, from your cousin, as you're finally get a moment to kind of look into something for yourself. And Faye, you tagged along just, because you like to learn and find, maybe you can find out some more stuff yourself while you're here. But yeah, as you're kind of like trailing Adder, and he's just like, number 5 Hanzo, Rashi no Shima. And you both know that's the air, like the air country per se.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're in the library now.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know my way around a place like this, really. But here, I'll show her the note. I'm looking for. I don't think his name would just be on the cover of anything, but anything about even the White Lotus or what's the name of the headbands, Evan?
Gosh dang it.
Oh gosh.
My
I gotta
brain.
go back and look. Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, I did that.
Because
I've literally been thinking about this.
Yeah.
As soon as I
Hold
say
on.
it. Like, huh?
The Hachimaki?
Yeah, Hachimaki.
Hachimaki. Or about the Hachimaki, or I mean, I guess it would be in the section about Ashiri no Shima. Apparently that's where he's from. So if you see anything of that sort, I guess just whisper.
I'm just gonna start looking at books. Like, you know how you walk through and you just kind of touch the binding of the books and try to see if something comes to me regarding that.
I'll go to is there like a front desk, like a person working there, librarian?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
of
kind of
course go
like
to them.
almost like central. There's
Mhm.
like a circular desk with like an older like woman in the middle. One sec.
Didn't you say something to do with Lotus?
Yes. I mean, that's just something else I would be interested in looking at. Yeah, the Order of the White Lotus. It's probably not in here either, though.
I don't know if I have it on the one that you uploaded, but I do have Researcher. Is it on this one that you've uploaded from Beyond? My
If it was on Beyond, you'd have it.
Yeah. It just says Scholar on here. I don't see it's on my Beyond one, Researcher, under Sage. Did we do something different from that? Or did it change, you think?
Let me look. I don't see it on Beyond.
Under my features.
That might have been Old Scholar, maybe.
Oh.
But yours helps you when researching arcane magic item, like magic stuff.
Okay, well.
Basically.
Okay.
So.
Now, that's good. I just thought about it.
Hmm.
So.
So yeah, I'll approach the librarian. Yes, I looking for any text that may apply to the legendary Akimachi warriors. Do you have anything like that here?
It's like a elderly portal. With like a red robe. Kind of like hiding, almost like hiding and like draped over the shell. Almost like Uguay-esque, real long neck, kind of like, droopy, wrinkly face and mouth. I don't know if you know Uguay from Kung Fu Panda.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you've seen it with kids, so. Oh, yeah. That would most definitely be in the tall tale section. Or, fiction.
Right. Fiction.
Let me see
Well-
here. She's like looking through like her catalog. Oh, Legendary Heroes, version 3. And she's like writing down like where these locations are. Ooh, the account of the headband. Version 1. And history. Oh, it looks like you might want to check this one out. This is the only non-fictional one she gives you. History of the Arashi. And she hands you this little slip. Then it has like the kind of like the oh my gosh, what's it called?
Like where you check out library books.
Yeah.
The Dewey Decimal System, isn't it? Something like that. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what it was called? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I believe so. That's what I was trying to.
Decimal System, something. Yeah.
Yep, Dewey Decimal System. The card catalog, Dewey Decimal System. Yeah, she hands you this, and that way you're able to. Just follow, look at the signs above, and you see signs that have like the type of area it is for, and then you like look at your sheet, your paper, and some of those signs match the first portion of like the code next to the
Right. Like when she hands me that, I like turn back to Faye and I kind of like hold it up. And I'm just like kind of excited, and I'll try to, reference up and down, back and forth, and I'll try to find out where I need to go.
Which one are you looking for first?
I think if there's one that I think knowing what I know, that it wasn't that he was an Ashari and that this one is not fiction. I'll go for the book about the Ashari first,
Arashi.
and also Arashi. Sorry,
You good?
Arashi.
What were you gonna say?
Also, Kiramaki's also a pretty interesting fellow.
Oh yeah, sure. All right. Yeah, so you go to the like nonfiction area, and you find like the panel that has the two beginning characters that match the code, and well, roll me a 20. I said roll me a nat 20.
Oh shoot! Rolled you a 20?
Both of us or him?
Just Tim, unless you're helping him, you can have him. Okay.
I mean, I'm in there. Wow.
I did
okay,
it.
there you go. What the heck? Oh.
So-
Did it.
You walk up to the sign and you're like, oh, all right, yeah, this matches. And you just like look left, and it's the book's right there.
I like, wow. All right, here on out, when we play, Edmund is calling your rolls.
Yeah.
Here on out.
I just
That was
Babe
good.
Ruthed it for you.
I'm
Very
almost
good.
I'm almost scared to grab it, but I do.
Yeah.
I guess Adder wouldn't think nothing about it. Oh, yeah.
And I guess I kind of sense his excitement, but not like he's not being loud about it, but I kind of get that feeling, I guess, since this is a dream.
No,
Right?
this is a memory. Like,
No, this is a memory. Yeah.
yeah,
This
Oh.
this
happened.
actually this happened. This is like a canon event. So
Oh, this is just something that we just never talked about.
yeah, it's something that
Yeah.
happened
With
over
him.
like through
Okay.
downtime. You know, that was kind of skipped
Right.
over.
Well, then I'll just come to him and see, kind of look over into the book as he's comparing the things.
All right.
I mean, do we sit at a table and start reading it in there, or?
I
You
think I'm
guys.
in the middle of pulling it off the shelf.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna head over towards him then. How about that? And then we'll go from there.
We've stumped at.
No. Hey, you're pulling it off, and it's pretty. I mean, it's a couple inches thick at the spine, so it's a pretty big, like. It's like, you know, it's like a tome. You know, it's big. It's pretty large. It's
Okay.
kind of dusty. As you like pulling it out, you see it's dusty. Like, not a lot of people here. There's a few of avid lore keepers, you know, in basically every country, but this country is also not. There's some scholars, but they're not here at Rivertown. If that makes sense. So, I can just tell hasn't been used very often. But it's like a grayish leather, almost like, and it's probably been dyed, or some kind of animal that you're not used to seeing being made into a leather. But the front of it, at the top, it's almost like a border. It has like a picture printed in the front of the cover, with like a 1-inch boundary all the way around. So like it almost makes the cover like a frame. And on the top, it's kind of like leather engraved, the history of the Arashi. And then on the bottom you see
kind of blow it off.
Yeah.
And then kind of wipe it off. Yeah.
The picture is a pretty nice. It's obviously a print. It wasn't drawn directly on it.
Okay.
However, they do that, and it's like basically a colored map. Like, there's no like places marked, but it's kind of like almost like a detailed painting of the island of Arashi. So looks nice. Kind of faded. It's old. And the bottom is you see a name written, Konuma Tango. Konuma Tango. And then it says version 4.
Konuma Tango version 4.
It's the author.
Gotcha.
Excuse me.
I'll make a note of that.
You were gonna say Kuma Matata or something.
Yeah. Kuna Matata. For the rest of our days. Got no worries. Sorry. Yeah, what do you do?
Look around. Like, I guess is there a table to sit at nearby?
Yeah, there's tons of. There's like a table between No, sorry, like at the there's not a table between aisles per like a linear, but like in between. So if you were to like walk a few more feet down this aisle, there'd be like a table, and then another like bookshelf starts. If that makes sense. So
Right.
there's not like
Yeah,
a
okay.
table in the row, but at the end of like each row, kind of a thing. Is kind of how it looks. So yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, I'll walk to the nearest little end table, and I'll sit down, and I'll just kind of finish wiping it all off, and just kind of admiring it, and I'll crack it open. I'll start reading.
Yep. I'm gonna just come and sit down with him.
Right.
Now,
hmm?
So he has a note with this information about this stuff that he's looking for, right?
Well, all he got from his cousin was, or was it? I think it was pretty. My
Yeah, my
memory is.
cousin,
I'm pretty sure it was from your cousin.
Vipthin.
Yeah.
It was just a
Vipthin.
note. It was just a note, right?
Yeah, and it was just like a name and a place. Basically, it was a name of a person.
Okay.
Number 5, which Adder would know means number 5 headband. Outside of that, well,
Okay.
yeah, you
Uh,
at least from the stories about your grandpa, you know that headbands have numbers. So, but
Okay.
and then
well, I'm
where,
just
like,
going to look down at this letter that he's got and just say,
that's literally all it says.
Oh,
like I'm mesmerized with it. Like, what is this?
yeah, this is who I'm looking. This is who I'm trying to find information about, and there's also another book, and they gave me the number here. Did she, the librarian, did it write? She wrote down all the different numbers for all these books, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
The other one that I am also very interested in, but I thought maybe I should read this one first, is this one. They
Right.
say it's fiction. It's about the headband.
Right. I'll take that and go look for that book. I'll start heading towards like the fiction area.
Roll me a 20.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
You can add your
Intelligence. Investigation.
add your, well, honestly I think history would work for this too.
History.
Yeah, you can add your history. It's fine.
Yeah, let me see my history. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can I do history then?
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, +6, so 16.
Okay. Yeah, you have no issues of finding it. It takes you a couple seconds. You got to like go, like you find the right section, and then you're going like number by like you're they're in number order, and you're able to like quickly like okay, boom. And I know this is bad, but what did I say this book was called? There was like
I think it's like fictional story about I don't remember, about the headbands. Something about the headbands. Or headband warriors. Hachimaki. I can't remember exactly how you worded it.
Headband Warriors sounds good. Hachimaki Warriors.
How you Hachimaki?
Hachimaki.
Right.
Hachimaki.
So I'll grab it and go over to him, and I guess I'm gonna open the book and try to look for like something near what he's looking for.
Okay.
Because he has it right there on the paper for me, right?
I'll
yeah, there's the name right there.
Yeah.
You guys.
Okay. Yeah.
You're skimming for a name Hanzo in your book, basically.
Hanzo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adder.
Mm-hmm.
So there is like a kind of like because it is like a history book, so there is a wonderful table of contents in yours.
Oh, sweet.
As she walks away, you're kind of going through and you see the different like categories. There's like a section like literally goes all the way back to like the founding. It says like pre-mountain, the pre-mountain
Okay.
scrolls. There's Arashi of our era. There's another one that's labeled the three clans, and then you see like the fighting styles of the Arashi.
Yeah, I'd have to like. I don't think his curiosity could stand that. He'd have to look at that.
Fighting styles of the Arashi.
Yeah.
Roll me an insight as well.
Insight.
Just chill library music. Good. Is there? You want me to find something else?
No, I like it. It's kind of, I mean, it's something that I think you would hear in a dream while you were dreaming anyway.
Oh yeah.
Kind of mesmerizing.
Well, I could add something to it. I could use
if you want, yeah.
Yeah, I could use use of my oh gosh, what is it, Chad? It's a tactical mind. Tactical mind.
Okay.
Roll that beautiful check bonus. 4. Makes it a 16, maybe.
Nice. All right. So there's another. As you're going down, you put your finger on fighting styles of the Arashi, and as you're finishing going through with it, you're going down the table of contents kind of quickly, just for whatever words stand out to you, and there's another category, like later down in the book, or like later in the table of contents that sticks out to you as well. It is organizations and thereof.
Organizations and thereof.
Yeah, after I note that, quick flip through the like fighting styles. I'm sure like some of them are like I've probably noticed before from Kiramaki, and then I'll flip over to that section.
It's a good little class of prominent fighting style, though. That'll be fun, right?
Yeah.
Because this could be new to you as a player, as a character, and as a player, so it could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And for our audience. So. One of the most prominent like martial art fighting styles is Way of the Crane. Also, you see it labeled as like warding wings sometimes in this section, but it's refers to the same thing. But some of the notes that you kind of mentally, I don't know, is Adder writing things? You guys bring something to write with? Okay, so this is probably something you would have taken notes on then, I guess.
Okay.
The fighting style.
The way of the crane, like in the way, like the bird, the crane.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. The point of the style is to emphasize evasion and attack opponents' vulnerabilities instead of using physical strength. Which I think you probably have seen that, and like you're like, oh, Kirmeki kind of does that. Maybe not. He's definitely learned parts of this, maybe, but he's definitely more of an aggressor. But you definitely see some of, like, I think you take note. Yeah, he kind of moves like that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And then location. It's famously, the warding wing styles famously taught at the Kirin Dojo, which you probably never actually heard of. So this would be definitely
Kirin?
news for you. Yeah, Kirin
Okay.
Dojo, which is Crane.
Chad the player's about to get a pin. I need to get a
Okay,
pin.
that's fine.
Got one.
How do you spell Kieran?
It's
Kieran?
Kuren.
Okay, Kieran Dojo.
Yep.
What you said? Okay.
Yeah, that just means crane.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Kieran. Okay.
It talks about how it's you can't even see it from the ground. It's above the clouds, in the highest mountain of the Arashi. It's where the wind is strongest. And the elevation makes it key to master the art of breathing, concentration, and pushing the body past its limits. The cool, misty winds allow the cherry blossom petals to dance vigorously, as does the sword deflecting attacks. And you see there's like a note in there. Just to be, you have to make the trek to the dojo just to be taught there. Like, it's just a feat in of itself to even make it there. Only a few ever do. And then motives from this group, I guess you could say, or from this dojo, is to ensure peace and stability on the nation, while their general impression is they are peacekeepers. There are some who are more fanatical, obsessive with obtaining spiritual enlightenment, and some who believe they can achieve the power of the elemental avatar themselves. So most
are peaceful.
I'm gonna keep your insight going along. This is to like help me figure out how much I can give out to you and stuff. So
Okay.
I think something you would have probably a good thing. I think something you would have thought to yourself is most would probably, if you do run into them, majority of them are peaceful, but you like remember like that note at the end there where it's like some could be outliers that are very very fanatical. They,
Okay.
not necessarily that they're evil or good, just just a note to keep.
Yeah.
They could be a little more than peaceful.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
That's all cool.
So do I end up finding this Hanzo in the other book?
Roll me a 20. You unfortunately have a fiction book, and you do not have a table of contents to skim through. So
Okay. So just a regular 20 then.
You got to read fast
Yeah, you gotta read fast.
and dive deep.
Unless you can think of a way to describe how you're going through the book quickly. You know what I mean? Like, flavor it. I don't know if there's a way you can think of to help you here. You do have magic. I don't know if there's something you could use there.
Yeah, religion don't matter.
Wizards should have a speed read first level spell. Speed read.
Yeah, right.
I'll just do one. I'll just be
Just rolling that 20.
yeah, I'm just gonna okay.
Just gonna roll that 20.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
Boom.
trying to get this 2 off. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to clear it. There
It's
we
fine.
go.
Just leave it.
Here we go. There we go.
Hey, but
Yeah. 17.
does she add her history? Or no, you said no.
You know, because it's not fiction. It's fictional.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, if you wanted to say it, I don't care. But I mean, I could just be flipping and just running my finger across everything, trying to help him look for this. Not too fast, but a little faster than normal. Does this book have like a table of contents?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
It does not. But
Right.
luckily for you, it is chaptered in a way. Not necessarily that you like decode, but each chapter is essentially just a different warrior, or a different person that at the beginning, before you started flipping, like what do you call it? Like, I don't know, prologue. I don't know if that's the right word for this, but it does mention that. I guess first talking about the book itself. It is a black-bound book, and similar. Well, Asher or Adder, you've like your grandfather was born or was alive when you were born, right? Or was he dead before
Yes.
that? Yeah, that's what I
Like
thought. I was just making double checking.
I don't remember him,
Like not
but he
much.
was alive. Yeah.
But do you remember
like,
him having a headband? That's what I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I have to
like
go
I
back
don't
to
think
your backstory.
I think Adder was like an infant.
Okay, so
Yeah. So no, he doesn't really remember.
all
Other
right.
than the visions he's had of him.
So this doesn't necessarily stick out to you, but it's a black-bound book, and it goes vertically. It's just like a white stripe down the middle, maybe an inch to 2 inches wide, and like near like the top half is where it says like headband no hachimaki, and the bottom half says warriors. And then like in a different color, like in the bottom right, it says like by Soma Kino version 1. So this is a first edition. Meaning there could be other versions of this book out there, with updates, or there could be no others. This could be a one of a kind.
So you saying that I found it under this title, this chapter?
So no, I'm just saying this is the prologue. The prologue talks about how it's a collection of research and tales of counted scrolls, but due to the how hidden the lore is, they put a note on there like it's still deemed fiction, and they finish off, but I wholeheartedly believe, each of these warriors are real.
Right.
So the author believes in it for sure, but because of like society and how like forgotten the Hachimaki are, not forgotten, I don't think that's the right word, just I guess not present, I guess they're just considered not real anymore. Like people, there's not enough people alive that were alive when they were like a prominent thing, at least according to this person.
Yeah.
But yeah, you skim and you skim and you skim, and you do find a Hanzo maybe about halfway through the book. Problem is, luckily, Hanzo's a family name. But this person's name, actually, I might be wrong on that. But for this instance, Hanzo's a family name. But this person's name doesn't, like, first name doesn't match what you have on your
anything.
Hmm.
So I guess when I get to that last name, I'll just kind of like, tab him, hey, and kind of slide it towards him. Just for him to look at.
And I gather the same thing, I guess. It's a family name, but what doesn't match again, Evan?
The first name doesn't match. So your note has Hattori Hanzo. This book is talking about a Yano Hanzo. And it's dated. The story is kind of like dated about 200 years ago.
Well, it's a long time ago.
Huh.
Yeah.
I read about him though.
Mm-hmm. Well, you never know. You might figure out something.
You do. Yeah, you read.
What'd you say his name was? The guy that this is actually about? Yanari? Is that what you said?
Yano. Hattori Hanzo is the one from your note from your cousin. Yano Hanzo is the one in this book.
Okay.
Hanzo. What kind of name?
It's a Japanese name.
Yeah, I know.
That Hanzo's actually used a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of stuff. Is there any pictures in this book that I have, like graphic pictures,
Illustrations?
illustrations or anything?
Kind of like the typical classic Asian brush strip, I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like kind of like that old school design. There is like in the middle of the story about him, there's like a picture, and he has like this kind of not like super bulky, like he has like kind of like a normal-ish samurai get up with like the leg plates that flare out a little bit, but his shoulders are a little more like a little bit smaller than like what you would normally see. It doesn't have him wearing like a full-on helmet with like a mask or anything. And you see like the headband around his head. And this is where you recall the cover of the book. It's got like the number 5. It's like just a plain white headband with like the number 5 calligraphied across the front, and it's just kind of like blowing in the wind. It has he has like a sword like sheath at the belt, and there's like one like he's in, it's like in a fighting pose with the other one equipped like in his hands. He is all in like a white with like minor red accents, but like a mainly white get up, like his tabard's white. And you do see on his like shoulder plates like crane insignias.
Got it.
Does this look familiar at her?
Yeah, that's he's a Shiri.
Are they still around?
I think so. At least that's. I think that the person I'm looking for is his kin.
You guys ready for a story time?
Ready, brother.
Story of Ayano Hanzo, at least the one that this book accounts for. All right,
let's
that
go.
Might help us understand. Or is this us reading this?
Yeah, basically, is you guys reading it together.
Okay.
Hopefully this isn't messed up, but long ago, in an age when warlords fought ceaselessly over the fate of the land, there was a warrior whispered in both fear and reverence. Yano Hanzo, the wielder of the number 5 headband. The headbands were said to be relics of divine origin, granting strength, not merely of body, but of spirit and destiny. Each bore a number, and the closer to number 1, the greater the weight of its legacy. Many pursued them, but few were deemed worthy to wear one. Hanzo had not been born noble, nor raised in a grand clan. He was the son of a rice farmer, his hands once calloused from the soil. Yet from youth his spirit burned like a forge. When bandits raided his village, it was Hanzo, barely more than a boy, who picked up a rusted blade and stood against them. Though he was struck down, his courage impressed a wandering Ronin, who took him under his wing and forged him into a samurai of unshakable will. Years passed, and Hanzo's name grew. His swordplay was precise, his honor unwavering. Yet, what made him feared most was not his blade, but his calm resolve. In every duel, he fought not with rage, but with silence, as if listening to the breath of the world itself. One fateful night, under the crimson moon, Hanzo was challenged by the previous wielder of the number 5 headband. The duel lasted 3 days and nights. Witnesses swore the rain refused to fall, that even wind itself stilled to watch. In the end, Hanzo stood victorious, his blade sheathed. His opponent bowed in respect before passing the headband into his hands. From that day forth, Yano Hanzo became the guardian of the number 5 headband. Unlike others who sought higher numbers for power, Hanzo did not chase glory. Instead, he carried the headband as a vow to maintain balance in a world of chaos, to remind all warriors that the path of the sword was not only blood but duty. Legends say Hanzo traveled across provinces, dueling challengers who sought his headband. Some fought for power, some fought for pride, some others for justice. Hanzo defeated them all, but never with cruelty. He would strike only once, clean and decisive, leaving his foes humbled, not broken. In the twilight of his life, when gray touched his hair and his blade grew weary, Hanzo vanished into the misted mountains. Some say he passed the number 5 headband to a student. Others claimed he buried it beneath the roots of a sacred cherry tree. so no one pure of spirit could claim it. But the old storytellers insist that on nights when the moon burns red, you can see the silhouette of Yano Hanzo, his sword at his side, his headband fluttering in the wind, forever watching, forever guarding the legacy of the warrior's path.
That was dope.
Right?
Wow.
This is
Nice.
so interesting. So,
How's Adder
I
and Faye
guess
feel about this story?
that's pretty cool. Got me thinking. With this note that you got from your uncle
Cousin.
or cousin,
That's-
I mean, to me, it looks like we need to find this headband. The owner of the headband.
Yeah.
As
I think like as Adder like reads this, was like reading the story along. I think he's like, he was all excited about getting it, and then he reads that story, and he's like, man, I think he's kind of he's unsure if that's something he really deserves to have. But he'll go back and read. He'll kind of go back and read onto the groups part of the Ashiri.
Okay.
Did you already talk about that part of it?
Have not. No, it's like you
Okay.
kind of, like you got to that point, like you finished reading over, like, you know, you were basically finishing reading over like the different fighting styles as you skimmed it. And, you know, you did stop at the one that was clearly like it seemed like a main one over like the whole land. You know, took some notes on it, and then as you were like finished reading all that, you flipped to the organization section, and that's like Faye had came back. You know, she did, like, she was reading that beginning part. She finally found like the Hanzo, you know, so 30 plus minutes at least have passed, right? You know, just taking that time to read for her to go find the book, to come back, skim through, find, you know, because I know this is happening fast in real time, but in reality, skimming through a book and, you know, just reading a whole section of fighting styles probably took 30
Took a long
minutes or
time.
longer. But
Yeah.
so
I mean, I'm
but
in
yeah.
my REM sleep now, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you get to the organizations and thereof. There is yeah, so the first group that it talks about is the Wind Seekers.
Okay.
It is a kind of like the traditional like samurai oriented, like not militia, like military force. It is something that you did skim over before. You notice is like Arashi is led by branch clans, like a council almost. And the Windseekers are kind of like their ground forces, if you will. They have it's kind of who holds the line, or they don't have a line hold because they're an island, but they're basically their main ground force. You know, they have bases around the island. They're like the main guardians. A lot of air, Yoken, most are trained in the way, like similar like the way the crane a lot like talks about how they're trained in like precise movements. No like weapon movement is what do you call it? Every weapon movement has a purpose. Briefly goes over their structure, which I can dive into, but if not, I mean, this is kind of the background of what they are. I'll go over for now, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
The next one is the Kaze no Machushi.
Oh. Kaze.
Important to me.
No, I just
No.
tried to be fancy with Japanese names.
Kaze no Matsuchi.
MAJUTSU -SHI. Essentially wind mages.
Kaze Matsuchi.
So
Okay.
organization of wind mages, similar to how there's the tide sages in the water kingdom. The Arashi no Shima has a group for the more talented yoken or more yoken focused and or even the arcane magics to
Gotcha.
train, and they're more found actually go to that map. We could just all go to that map, huh? I'll take you guys to that map. Beep deep deep beep. Brr, 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 brr. I guess technically you guys can go there yourselves too.
I'm there, brother. Ashiri no Shima.
She.
Is it on the inside?
Arashi, sorry. I keep saying Ashiri.
You're good,
Arashi no Shima.
Yeah, so
Is it on the map? Big map? Oh, I
I'll
see
bring
it
you
now.
there.
No, I got it.
Bring you to this one.
Or you can show everybody else.
Oh, we got the big map coming out. Oh, no token. Can't see it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's loading for me.
Configure lighting. Token vision. Global illumination. Bam.
There it is. Bam.
Fire!
Oh, yeah.
My. Look at that big
Yeah.
waterfall. How beautiful.
So.
It's like a place
Yeah.
I'd want to
Now
live.
you can kind of see like the different forts that the
Mhm.
forces have, and the wind mages are sprinkled in with the wind seekers. They do have mentions like they have their own training grounds in the mountains. But yeah, wind and like wind storm focused magic training organization.
Is this map in the book?
Look on the. Didn't you say it was like imprinted in the cover, kind
Yeah,
of? Like an
yeah. There's like
outline?
there's a version of this kind of on the cover. If you flip through the book, I'm sure like there would be one in here somewhere.
Cool.
Just not. And then there's the Kirin Dojo, which was talked about before, and it talks about how it's a place that primarily focuses on the way of the crane, enlightenment, being pure. They do fight, but majority of the people from here are, I mean, honestly, it's kind of like they're similar to your clan. That's something you note. Like, they're not necessarily pacifists, but they do more like, if they do fight, it's because they're defending or security for somebody, something of that sort. But yeah, and it talks about the trek up the mountains is
Almost impossible.
almost impossible, but the dedicated few, you know,
I
Mhm.
just
are trained in the
I just
way. And
noticed something on here as well.
what?
That little what'd you call them? Forts or little towns.
The forts on the around the edge, like the little towers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean this little area down here to the lower right, Kazi. It's Karameki's last name.
Say village.
Is he from here?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you know that. I know Adder knows that. So if you point, like, is that you saying that to Adder?
Yeah, because
Okay,
I
then
don't
I'll let you guys have a
really
discussion.
know.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Because I just ran into these guys. So I'm just like, isn't this Karameki's last name?
That is right, isn't it? Like, he's mentioned from the Kaze Mountains, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Well.
I didn't know it was. Yeah, I never put that together though. Honestly, Faye.
Well, that's neat. I just learned more about you all. You guys have just grown to be family.
His family must. Well, I guess I never really. I knew he had to be important. He had a lot of people looking for him. He had people after him constantly. So
Was
I mean, then you just talk, and then you remember. Well, I mean, he's just a salesman. On the map, it
Yeah.
shows a farming village. So
Oh. Okay. Huh. Do I say he's just a salesman?
I don't know if he's really mentioned that with you around, but when they
Okay.
first met, when Adder first met him, and
Yeah.
he used to say that a little more often when he was confronted about, like when he was confronted by the one chi, he was like, "I'm just a fireworks salesman." Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But his move set, you know, I think it's definitely something Adder's is like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have
just
heard
a
him.
salesman,
Sure you are. Sure you are.
I have heard him say that because remember when we were buying, we had to go see that guy in the tower.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We thought he
When
was
they got
asking people
when they got
what
his
they
weapons.
were doing. Yeah.
I mean, even his wives are wearing ninja outfits and like skilled.
Wives.
You've never met. Yeah, Faye's never met
Oh,
Kiramaki's
yeah.
wives.
I guess it'd be a player thing. So,
Mhm.
but yeah.
Yeah.
And the last organization is the Hands of Heiwa.
Okay.
Which is a devoted order of peacekeepers. They are, whereas most of the people in Arashi, like 90, like almost anyone you would talk to, is more focused on just like like enlightenment, the spirit, the crane spirit, and stuff like that. The Hands of Heiwa are kind of like the minority in terms of devoted to a deity. Not, I guess the spirit, like the animal
Got
spirits
you.
would be more of like demigods, in terms of a play, like, you know, player knowledge lore standpoint. But yeah, so but like in the world, like they're like kind of the few in this country that actually worship a god. And you know that comes to mind because, you know, Israfil has talked
Israfil,
about Heiwa
yeah.
numerous times. But they're all about being peacekeepers and protecting important members of their nation. So, whereas like Kirin Dojo may be hired for some security missions from time to time, the Hands of Heiwa are like almost like the royal guards, if you will. They're not like called that, but if you were to go, the difference between the guards when you saw the emperor or the king in the Water Nation, or like saw around the carrying like the emperor's chair thing. What do they call those? I forget what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, I know what you're talking
the
about.
the fire emperor.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the equivalent that you would think of as directly protecting the leaders of the leading branch clans.
I think just like reading everything, like just taking everything in. I want to go here. I think that this, after we're finished here, if we can, I think that this is our next stop. I think there's answers to questions that we all have here, possibly. Except for you, Faye.
I just kind of nod my head, and but I'll still go and agree that I would want to go and help.
It looks beautiful, at least, right?
Right.
I don't know.
Even if I don't find my parents, it doesn't hurt to find a new place to start.
We'll find them. Well, we'll find them. There's somewhere here, I'm sure.
My aunt was really determined that they probably weren't. But I just had to find out for myself.
She's just probably concerned for your safety is all.
Yeah.
As you start, reminiscing and kind of having those sad thoughts, you hear like this like echo. And it sounds like your dad's voice, Faye. Faye.
Okay.
Faye.
I'll just keep looking around.
Then you hear like a knock, knock. Faye. And it slowly fades. Faye, wake up.
And
then the next time you hear him speak, it's Israfil's voice. Faye, knock, knock.
Oh.
Faye, it's time to get up. And then your eyes awake.
Oh.
And you see like the sun shaft, like the sun rays coming in through the window. Like your book is just wide open, like on your legs, like you fell asleep sitting up. Your door's shut. Miss Israfil is knocking, and that's where we're gonna end the session.
Okay. It's cool.
Cool little info sesh.
So, question though. Me and Adder went and did that on our own. Like the other guys and all of them, they don't know we went and did this in a library, right?
Yeah. So, no one knows that you guys went. No one knows that Adder's gotten this information yet, or you guys have gotten this information yet. And
just I know. I'm the only one.
Right. And I think it really plays and it makes sense because Adder is always, at least typically, like he isn't one to shove his stuff on people or bring up what
Right.
he wants to bring. He's always about everyone else first, usually. So it makes
Yeah.
sense that it hasn't came up yet, especially with evil mind controlling
Yeah,
people.
like we've got super distracted since then.
So
Like
yeah.
if this is the time before we got our armor, yeah, this is before the stuff went down at the church, before all of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like our
Like this would
characters
be
are
leading
trying to,
into the day that like you got your like the church stuff is about to happen, basically.
Yeah,
So
I feel like our characters are kind of, I don't know, like they go together better than, like, we're always helping each other more than the others are.
I don't know if
You know
that's
what
the
I
right
mean?
verbiage I would use, but I know
I
what I think I
don't
know what you're trying to say. I know what you mean. You two, your characters themselves take on more of a supporting role, I think is what you're
Yeah.
trying to say.
Yeah.
good way of saying it.
Yeah.
Your characters themselves outwardly like care, like worry about like the other people more. Not saying
Yeah.
that the other ones are selfish, but
No, they're
that's
more
I don't.
about other things like,
On the mission.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And so you guys kind of put your feelings on a back burner most of the time. This is the way it seems.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yes, like I hadn't even seen Psy at this point yet. I don't think I had seen him, but I don't
Mm-mm.
know if he's like big. He's not getting big yet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So I guess
he's only a few days old, really. He hasn't even
Yeah.
hatched yet in this part of the story. So
Yeah, he wasn't even hatched yet. But
Yeah. That's
speaking
cool.
of that, that's kind of one of my missions I got to do is figure
Yeah,
out some stat blocks and stuff for old Psy Boy as he grows.
yeah.
It'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea. Luckily, there's some winged serpents out there that exist already.
Yeah, and so Spiel shared something with me. It's through 5e Tools one time, and it had different types of the animals on there, like that you could go and it would have it on there. But I forgot what they called them.
Well,
It was fun.
Monster, like different CR monsters.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the base one is a flying snake, which is only a 1/8 CR. So that's
Yeah.
probably like his first year or so is probably just going to be that, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's got to grow,
Right.
Yeah.
unless you find a way to make him grow quicklier. But so I should also look up how fast snakes grow in age.
Yeah.
Got a bit of research I need to do there. Yeah. 30 fly speed, or sorry, 60 fly speed, 30 swim, 30 speed, or walking speed, slither speed, I guess, blind sight.
Slither speed.
He has a trait, flyby. Snake doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity when it flies out of an
Oh,
enemy's
really?
reach, so that's good.
That's incredible.
There's a +6 to hit, but he
Dang.
only does only does
One
one
damage.
piercing damage, but he does 3d4 poison damage, so he could be useful. But he's only got 5 HP, so that's like the risk. Like, do you actually want to use him right now? Like, as a
Yeah.
or you just want? He's most likely we're kind of like out of character at this point. You know, it's more of a
Yeah, I was
like a
thinking
role
more
playing
of,
companion at first until they
yeah.
get older. And I mean, that's even like an example of like in Critical Role, they have the bear, but they never use the bear because they didn't want the bear to die. So
Yeah. We don't want Psy to die.
yeah.
No, but
It's like,
what
I'll
I
kill
thought
him
would
if
be
he's there
cool-
and, you know, poisons a dude, and he's going to be pissed, right?
Yeah, I thought it would be cool since I actually had the spell sleep. If he had something if he did some form of a bite, like that'd be a spell or something he could do.
Well, he's
I
not.
don't know.
He's
I
not
know.
a familiar, so that doesn't work.
Yeah.
You might look at the spell Dragon's Breath, and that's a second level spell that you should have. You should have access to. You could cast that on him if you wanted to. I don't know if that's like the best use of your
No.
concentration, but it's also pretty cool.
This is a homebrewed creature, because
Yeah.
coral rattlehawks.
Homebrewed what?
It is a homebrewed creature. Like coral rattlehawks don't exist, right? They're not in D&D.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So I definitely am going to be like building more for he's not going to be. I mean, at the moment, because he's literally a few days old. He's gonna be a regular flying snake, but as he matures, he's definitely gonna be more than just a flying snake, for sure.
Yeah. I hope to
So it's
ride
definitely-
him one day.
He's a dragon at that point. I don't know about that.
Right? That'd be sweet.
I think the egg would be a little bit bigger if he was gonna be rideable,
Yeah.
but
That would be funny.
definitely
though.
something to play with. I'll look into it.
Better than riding a broom. Here, Mickey.
He rides a glider, okay?
Oh, is it a glider?
Yeah, it's the template though is a flying broom. Yeah. But anyways,
Cool.
hope you guys had fun. Hope it was
Yeah, it was good.
kind of enjoyable
Yeah,
little
I
side
like
story.
doing stuff
Or,
like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So-
I like it when we have informational stuff. I think it's pretty cool.
I know there was
The
a
story too was awesome.
Thanks. Hoping I'm gonna try to utilize. I know sometimes before I probably should have done this more already, but it seemed like you guys liked it. So I think any other days when people just aren't here or whatever, I'm just gonna try and do similar things to this.
Okay.
It may not always work or make sense at the time, but we have a few months of in-game time now to work with, to where we should be able to do
Fit in some
something,
lore.
even if it's just a tavern night. Like we have a few nights to work with, although we haven't had a whole lot of downtime activities because you guys have just been on the
Especially
go since the beginning for the most part.
The guys that get obliterated drunk and pass
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and have crazy dream.
But if we ever have more like, hey, you got to be in town a week, and we do like any fast forwards, which we haven't. I don't know if we've really done any of those yet.
No,
Um,
not. Yeah.
Since I've been on here, yeah.
That's where these will like fill in, I think. Like fill in some of those gaps, which is
Okay.
That's
But-
cool.
there could be a time where we do solo sessions too. Who knows? I think I
Ooh.
would like that.
That'd be cool too.
Like backstory or level up session for individual level up sessions, and how you got your new
Yeah.
spell or how you got your new feat, that kind of thing.
I almost wanted to steal that book about the headband warriors.
See if you can buy it.
Well,
Or buy it, yeah, or buy it.
You have to go back to the library in real time, though.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
I mean, you still have that library card exists. Maybe you forgot about it, but it's like it's in your pouch somewhere.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. It'll probably
It's
come
the
up.
Headband of Warriors, The Story of Legends, and History of Arashi are the books that were on that card.
it's pretty cool though.
Hold on. You said, hold on, let me see. Let me write that down real quick. Those were on the card. Because we got two of them. I already know two of them. Hold on, what was the third one that we didn't look at?
Was a story of legends.
Story of Legends. Okay.
It's also just like a fiction in the fiction area.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
I'm gonna close out the stream real quick. But
Okay.
thanks for hanging out, Malcater, and just a couple others I saw.
Arthak.
Hope you guys enjoyed. It's a little more of a little role play side story because we're missing some players. So we kind of went through a memory of it's a canon event that happened during one of the downtime sessions that we had. It was neat. Got a little bit of history of the Air Nation. We learned about one of the Hachimaki warriors that Adder's kind of been after. It's kind of one of his goals. So we should, maybe we see some of that in the future. But
That's cool.
It's me. Believe next week let me double check my Ren chat. Yeah, so Ren will be playing on the 15th or the 29th. I just gotta ping them to see. So next week should be Yuansu.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
So
cool. Hopefully everybody will be able to come back and play.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
Are we still streaming?
Yeah, tomorrow I'll have to find someone to cover for me. Ended up getting tickets to a concert, so I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow night. Won them from a raffle.
Stream.
Okay.
I'll
Then
stream
Wednesday I'll be playing WoW. Thursday we should have Sins. And when's the next
this week.
Merkmeyer? Is Merkmeyer this week too?
Oh wait, no, not this
Merkmeyer
week.
was last week, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Merkmeyer was last week, so it's just Sins of the Past this week. But I don't know. Aiko was on vacation, so I don't know if she's going to be back when she's coming back. But I think it was just this last week only.
All right. In that case, I might do something. But anyways, yeah. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time. GG's.
Okay. Good night.
Okay.